Hello and welcome to another Arcades video and to a new 2 million credit time trial on Gran Turismo 7. We are at Dragon Trail Gardens and we are in the Radical on racing hard tires. I'm a bit late to the party this time. I didn't have the chance to check it out once it went live, so this is the day after, which also means that I've had a chance to have a look at some proper track guides for this one. I've watched Mr. MCA's guide and GT7's guide. There are plenty other guides out there, and I'm trying to memorize some of the tips, and let's see if I can get it into my controller fingers. So this is my first impressions video, and if you find it somewhat entertaining to watch a grown man struggle on a video game, then stay on board and let's get straight into it. So we are jumping on the game. Let's get into sports mode. And let's collect the 2 million from the previous time trial challenge in the minivan, and let's get into the new one. And since this is Friday, it came out Thursday, there are plenty of fast lap times and replays to have a look at. So we are just taking the fastest available replay and let's see what it's doing. A tiny bit of braking into turn 1. I found myself that I was struggling with that part when I got to it. Go straight over the 2 sausage curbs and do the weird double upshift, because this car has such a short 5th gear that it almost doesn't make sense. Just make sure to coast the car through these corners so you don't run wide, especially on the exit. You can see Rossetti almost runs wide there, and once again double upshift and he's across the line. And that looks easy peasy, so let's just go and repeat that. That shouldn't be a problem, right? 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 Anyway, this is my first attempt, and first thing is the car goes completely wobbly, and I somehow have an attention span of a goldfish, so I have forgotten that first corner is a 5th gear corner. Let's see if I can get that double upshift to work. It can be a bit fiddly. I managed to do it this time, and see if we can spot the brake marker. I'm both using the 100 board and the last of the big trees on the right as a sort of a reference. We got around the hairpin and try to coast through these corners. You can see the ghost, even just on this sector, is running away from me big time. And the last bit of the 4 apex corner and across the line in a rather modest 143.4. And immediately afterwards I pick up a penalty on the sausage curbs, and it's time to restart and try to get to work with this one. So this is the first big chunks of improvement, and the car goes wobbly into turn 1. I'm clearly braking a bit too much and also have to be careful when I do the downshift. Turn 1 is better this time. Seems to keep the car more stable, and we go up the hill. Let's see if we can survive the sausage curbs. The first one was a bit clumsy, but we managed to go straight over the second one, and we are up on our time. And let's have a look as we go further on into this lap. Let's get around the 4 apex corner. That was a bit clumsy, but we are not as far behind the ghost in this sector this time, so it's going in the right direction. And let's go towards the finish line and see what this is. I cannot remember, but we will see it now. It's a 42.0, so we still have a lot of work to do, and we cut off a bit more time, 41.9, and let's see as we jump further ahead, 24 kilometers in, we are at a 41.7, and that's a silver time, and unfortunately that's also me running out of talent, so it's time to go out, have a small break and have a look. Yeah, we still need to cut off a fair bit of time to even get in the gold times. So let's see, wobbly around turn 1 again. I haven't got that one figured out. I missed the first sausage, but at least let's go straight across the second one. And around the hairpin. We found the apex this time, and here's some very random gear shuffling through the long right hand corner, but we get a sort of decent exit out of there, and we are 43 kilometers in, and let's see, we are at a 40.5, so that's a gold time, but it's too close to the limit of gold, and I want to see if I can get into the 39. So now the proper struggling starts. And this was a very long, annoying session with a lot of restarts and a lot of mistakes, and at some point I made a spin so severe that it almost made my stomach feel a little bit funny.
I guess I'm gonna be...
Sorry about that one, but we are ready to go again, and you can see I'm 145 kilometers in, so 100 kilometers without really getting anywhere, and we managed to get in a fair improvement straight away on this first lap, and we are staying on board because the second lap turned out to be my best attempt so far. We keep the car stable through turn 1, and let's see how we manage the sausage curbs this time. The first one a bit scruffy, but the second one we nailed that perfectly, and let's just get on the power and see if we can get the double upshift this time. Yeah, we got it. Sometimes if you miss that double upshift, just rev the heck out of 5th gear, you're not losing that much time, I think. Here I get too greedy, I brake too late and miss this corner big time. So in that corner alone there's definitely some time to find, and in general there is time to find still for me. I will also try this in VR and see how I get along with that, and if there are any major improvements, I think I'll just post the lap in a pinned comment for those of you who should find that interesting. We are going around the long multi-apex corner, and let's get on the power, see what we can do with the final corner, if we can get a decent run down the straight. Make sure we brake early enough so we don't run too wide, and let's just try to focus on a decent exit and a run towards the finish line. This time I'm not too worried about the double upshift. I'm just going for 5th gear because I could see the time was up, and we are at a 39.8. So I'm parking it in the barrier, and definitely a time to give this a rest. I will get back to this and see how I get along with that. And that's all from me. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this somewhat entertaining, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.